Hello, everyone. This is Anthony Kuzub, Vice Chair of the Toronto Audio Engineering Society. We are at the CBC Broadcast Centre, downtown Toronto, for the 2019 Expo. And joining me is Patrice from Sono. I'm very well. Patrice, we've known each other for a while. We've done a couple trade shows together.
Absolutely.
You're a distributor company. You're a distributor?
Distributor, reseller. Yeah,
Reseller?
B2C, B2B. Yeah, both.
Okay. And some of the products that you deal with are very niche and very special to the broadcast industry as well as live sound and production industries.
Not so much live sound, but yeah, production, film also.
Okay.
Sound for film and TV. So that's a big segment of our business. But yeah, broadcast is probably the most important one. Yeah.
A lot of your solutions are in-house solutions. Do you still manufacture products, or is it?
We got out of manufacturing.
Yeah.
There are other people out there doing that much better than we do, and we prefer to sell the equipment. Than support.
Than support and make. Well, that's an interesting shift, though.
We used to make some very specific equipment, but we didn't do that much. I mean, from outside it might look like that, but we've always been more of a reseller, reselling equipment. But we mainly did a lot of modifications and adaptations of different products.
Right.
But it's not really the case anymore. I mean, there are some very good products out there that just wait for us to go and sell.
Are you finding that it is a very software-driven world, and that makes the hardware side of things just that much more hard to integrate?
It's very much a software world now. Everything is transiting towards software products, but there's still quite a bit of hardware. You will always need connectors somewhere and somehow to connect. You always need a mic preamp, speakers and all that. Those are not going to be software anytime soon.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. Some of the stuff that I saw, you have some wireless technology that is unlike any wireless technology that is available on the market right now.
Yes.
What makes it unique, and why would somebody want to invest into I'll let you talk a little bit about that.
The product you're referring to is Alteros. That's a wireless microphone system that is, other than the fact that it's wireless, it's totally different than any other system. And I mean, there's still room for the other systems, but as you know, we're losing spectrum. We're about to lose the 600.
It's been a topic of conversation on this show.
We're just about to lose the 600 megahertz. I mean, it's a done deal. It's just a matter of like I think it's spring of 2020.
It's looming.
We won't be allowed to use that. So the spectrum shrinks quite a bit. So it's getting tougher and tougher to bring in large numbers of wireless microphones. But there aren't only wireless microphones. There's also wireless IEM and things like that. So it gets very congested. So the product Alteros that we're selling here in Canada has that different that it's operating in the 6.5 gigahertz band.
So it's way
up there.
It's 10 times.
It's 10 times, exactly. And this is definitely not a crowded portion of the spectrum.
Right.
I'm not too sure exactly what are the other products working in that range, but there aren't that many, and they're usually not a problem. The other thing is that system, Alteros, works with very low power and very short transmitting period, meaning that there's no carrier that's going all the time. It's only bursts that are being sent.
Right.
Each transmitter is being told to transmit by the base station, and so it does. So you're talking about 2% of the duty cycle only. So that makes it very easy to bring in into pretty much any environment.
Right.
And you can come in where there's a bunch of wireless microphone system and IEMs and whatever you can think about that are in the 470 to 600 megahertz spectrum. And you can come in with an Alteros system and you won't interfere at all with that, and vice versa. This system will not. So you can bring in very easily 24 more channels without doing any frequency coordination whatsoever. And it's easy to use. It's as easy as plug and play. literally.
Well, and the thing about you hit a point about frequency coordination, where you go to these major events and you go to major broadcast facilities like this, and that is a full-time job in some cases.
It is, and there's a cost to that.
There's a cost to that.
There's a cost to that. Yeah.
And that cost is absorbed by productions, and they're absorbed just throughout however it needs to actually happen, and that's a very interesting thing in the broadcast world to see where that ends up. But a lot of these devices now have network capabilities and GUIs and we've had people talk about AES 67 and 2110 and the importance of that to the broadcast industry. Can you speak a little bit about how the AES and the AES 67s have changed your business model and some of the products that you've had to deal with?
Quite a bit. We sell way less connectors and cabling because it's all within one of these Cat5 cables.
Right.
128 channels of audio in a Cat5 cable.
So it's affected in a negative way on the cable side, possibly?
Not necessarily in a negative way. I mean, we bring new products to the market. Broadcasters are changing towards that new technology. So for us, it's a new market. So it's all good. I mean, and it's in the best interest of broadcasters to streamline their installation and everything.
Absolutely.
So this is a step, or many steps in the good direction, I think.
So one of the products that you deal Digigram?
We do Digigram, yeah. We don't have any Digigram
Yeah,
product
it's very
here on the
niche.
show.
It's hyper niche.
It's niche, but it's all about audio, mind you. I mean, it's an audio over IP codec, and but I didn't think that this place was good.
It's very interesting. Like the specific product that I'm thinking about is it's like a hybrid of cellular. It's a hybrid of IP. It's a hybrid of analog. It's a hybrid of digital audio. It's a codec. Could you talk a little bit about how now systems that once were 10 RU and required 3 men and a truck to move are now this big?
Yeah. You're referring to the iCoya Talk, which is the new portable codec, as we like to call it, and it has all the interfaces you mentioned, like IP, AES 67, Dante, and also via not satellite but cell phones.
Okay.
So you have the 4G, it's 5G ready. So you have all that within a very small box. Of course, you have microphone inputs because you need microphones to get the commentaries, and headphones connection. And the nice thing is it can be remote control by a technician somewhere back at the station.
Yes.
So those using it don't really need to know a lot about it. You just connect the microphone, put it out there, and you're assured of the best possible quality over the link that you have, whether it's cell phone or IP network or the internet or whatever.
See, I'm finding that remote control has been the topic of conversation. Now that we have this transport protocol taken care of, the control protocols are the next type of things. Are you finding that some of your customers want to integrate very hyper-specific control protocols, or is it something that they're not necessarily focusing on yet and they're just dealing with what's available on the market?
I would say that for now they're dealing with what's available on the market, but I know some customers would like to see more. They would like to be able to remote control everything, to the limit, not having to send a technician over there.
Yes.
Just being able to send the device.
FedEx a show.
Yeah, FedEx to the show, and show the FedEx guy how to connect everything, and just remote operate. No, it all depends on the market, on who the customers are, but remote control becomes a more and more important thing.
C'est quelle différence des clients de Québec et des clients d'Ontario?
Il n'y a pas tellement de différence. Les besoins sont les mêmes, les approches sont semblables. La technologie, c'est la technologie, peu importe que ce soit au Québec ou en Ontario. Un bel exemple de ça, c'est ce qui se fait en ce moment à Radio-Canada à Montréal pour la NMRC, la nouvelle maison de Radio-Canada. C'est un joint venture de travail entre l'ingénierie, c'est-à-dire l'ingénierie de Montréal et Toronto, est mise à contribution. moi, je parle avec les deux côtés, avec les gens de Toronto, les gens de Montréal. Puis ce que je vois, c'est que tout le monde est sur la même longueur d'onde, la technologie. Oui. Après ça, les besoins varient en fonction des moyens, de la taille des diffuseurs, des choses comme ça. Mais sinon, it's more of the same.
Yeah, well, that's an interesting thing. I find, a lot of Montreal we have a lot of Montreal-based, and there's a lot of big technology there, and I think a lot of the culture influences a lot of the production that happens there.
It does. I'm pretty sure, to a certain extent. Yeah, you're right about that. But how exactly? I don't know. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. What else did you bring for the table? I haven't been through yet. I saw.
Yeah. We have this Alteros wireless microphone system that we were talking about, so we're showing that. We have also a sound. How do you say that? Field recording mixer.
Okay.
Yeah, the new Scorpio by Sound Devices.
So I've heard that.
Very nice box.
That is also going a Dante route.
It has a Dante interface. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not the first film recording device or audio device that has Dante. The Kantar X3 has had Dante for a while. I think that Zaxcom are including that, but sure. No, definitely this new device has Dante connection.
It's a huge thing. Well, now that immersive technology and sound is so.
Yeah, we're multiplying channels by. Yeah.
Are you finding that field bag guys are recording more tracks because of immersive? Like, what's happening there?
Because of immersive, because of the way productions are made, where you want to mic every talent, every actor, actresses, because you're not going to shoot twice. You're working with many cameras, so you need more and more tracks. And the way it is now on film sets, we call these people sound mixers, but some of them don't really mix. They just take audio, put it on the track.
They were mixers before because they only had mono Nagras.
And mono and then stereo, so they needed. But a lot of people are still mixing. They will provide a good stereo mix. Some will prefer to have microphones on one side, wireless on the other side.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of ways to do that, but they will always provide a good mix. But they have all the tracks. So if in editing they need to go back to a track because there's something wrong in the mix whatsoever.
Right.
They have access to all that. This is the way the industry is working right now.
Well, but as track counts go up and costs of things go down, are we seeing people taking advantage of these multi-track things, or are they starting to leave the field bags and go into studio productions and things like that?
No, the field bag will always be there because it's required in many. A lot of people will use a different gear, a different setup for doing like bag stuff. They will have a certain type of recorder, and when they work on their cart because they're near the set or something like that, then they can bring the cart.
Right.
And they use 10, 12 wireless mics. Sometimes they use a different recorder, which is heftier, bigger.
Some computer-based something, or
we don't see that much of that. We don't see that much of that. Yeah, film industry sticks to dedicated recorder. Oh yeah, it's good. There's a lot of nice products out there. I mean, it's not like it was in the old Nagra days. Nothing wrong with Nagra. It was a great machine.
I'll take 5 right now.
Yeah. But
I'll sell them to guys in Ukraine.
Yeah, that's right. But the offer is much better. I mean, and there's a lot of different products, and it's for everybody. I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, do you have a storefront in Montreal?
In Montreal, we have a storefront. We have what we call the boutique, where we have all the stuff. It's mainly for film people, for sound mixers.
Right.
We have all the from the little lavalier clip to attach to a T-shirt or a bra or whatever.
The consumables.
To the Kantar X3 or the Scorpio, any of these big devices, and the Sono Sax console.
Fantastic.
And all that.
I got to stop by sometime. Thank you so very much for coming to the Toronto AES.
It's a pleasure. I'm very happy we made it here. I'm happy to be with the Toronto audio community.
Hey, excellent.
It's great.
Merci bien. C'était un plaisir d'avoir ici.
C'était un plaisir partagé, Anthony.
Hey, merci bien.
Merci, au revoir.